Hello and welcome to episode 1 of the Healthy Living Specialist channel. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Keith Garofalo. I am owner of Red Dragon Acupuncture and Wellness Center, and I'm happy to have you here. So for this first video, I thought it would be appropriate to kind of tell you what I do as an acupuncturist and a practitioner of Chinese medicine. I think it's still kind of mystical what acupuncture is all about, and I kind of would like to demystify the whole process just a little bit for you. So bear with me if I get a little long-winded. As a practitioner of Chinese medicine, what most people think of is an acupuncturist. Okay, so acupuncture is the most common form of Chinese medicine practiced in the U.S. and probably the most commonly thought of modality of what we do. There's actually 8 modalities of Chinese medicine. Maybe I'll do a separate video talking about all 8 of those. But the one most people think about is acupuncture, right? Okay, so they think about somebody sitting on a table with a bunch of needles in them, and then who knows what happens after that, right? You know, we're flowing qi, we're putting points or needles in acupuncture points that are on acupuncture meridians, and basically unblocking stagnant qi. So what does that mean? How do we understand that in modern times? So let's describe qi, because that's what we're working with, and I think that's what the biggest kind of mystical component of what I do is. In a general sense, qi is just really the energy of the universe. It's been described as a vital force, the breath force, the life force, and those are all good definitions or good aspects of what qi is, but qi is really the rules of everything that works in our universe. Okay, so qi would be gravity, or the attraction of a negative and a positive pull together. Okay, qi would be why some things are solid and why some things are liquid. Qi would be the interaction of the nucleus of an atom with the electrons orbiting around it, which don't really orbit. They're actually in probability waves, and I might talk about that more in another video. But there's kind of rules that govern why the universe works, kind of something that holds everything together and guides the action of the universe. And that in itself is qi, okay? So that's kind of a big, broad topic, right? So qi is physics in a way, all right? But let's bring it down into the aspect of a human being. What does qi mean in regards to you and to your health, and how acupuncture intervenes and improves your health? Well, qi is something I kind of like to relate to an operating system in your body, okay? Just like a computer has a system that runs, that everything is based off of, your qi is very much the same thing, okay? So you started off as a fetus, which grew into a baby, into a toddler, into an adolescent, into a young adult, into an adult, and you go through this whole process, right? As you're forming, your body forms all your body parts, your different organs, your brain, your hands, okay, and all the different parts of your physiology, okay? All the basic things you need to survive on a day-to-day basis would be your general operating system, okay? So breathing, beating your heart, digesting your food, assimilating nutrients, moving around, bouncing as you're standing, all those things, blinking your eyes, that's your qi, right? If you cut yourself, you don't have to focus on healing the wound, your body just takes care of it automatically. If you get sick, if you get a cold, your immune system moves into action, and fights off the pathogen. If you eat some food, your body knows how to move the food down your throat through peristalsis into your stomach, which then breaks it down, then broken down further by your small intestine, eventually moving into your hepatic portal system, where it goes to your liver, and your liver kind of decides whether it's staying or going, right? So it's kind of your gatekeeper or your customs service of your body. How does your body know all this? Well, that's your qi, all right? It's the intelligence that keeps you alive, that keeps you vital, and keeps you going. It makes decisions, right? If you have a lack of resources, your body has to decide how to allocate those resources in the most optimal way for yourself. It's making decisions, okay, based on the environment, based on where you are, your resources, the stresses put on your body. Your subconscious, your unconscious, your qi is making intelligent decisions to keep you alive. Probably more decisions than you could handle on your own. Think about just moving a hand and the intricate motions and all the muscles, just holding this out, right? My body has to do, a lot of math to do that. If somebody throws a ball at my face and I reach up to catch it, there's a lot of physics involved in that. If I throw a ball same kind of idea. So that is a program that your body learns on top of its kind of basic functions. All right, so that's the second part of your chi, right? The programs, right? If you learn to play tennis, how to hit a tennis ball, playing piano, playing guitar, doing art, singing, all those things are stuff that your body is capable of learning. But you don't have to consciously involve yourself in every period of time, right? I'm not thinking about every muscle movement when I move my fingers. I just want to move my hand and it kind of moves based on that chi program, right? So in regards to health and disease, when we have a disorder or a pattern of disorder, we say that the chi is blocked, all right? That it's not moving correctly in a particular meridian. And those meridians are the communication pathways of your body, right? And they happen in both, I would say, a mechanical, material way and in a more energetic way as well, right? So you've got, the connections of neurons throughout your body. You've got your endocrine system putting out hormones in response to certain various stimuli. And you've got cell-to-cell communication. You've got communication through your bloodstream. That's all how your chi communicates with yourself. So your chi is also kind of a communication system through your body, letting it know what's going on and what it needs to do to deal with whatever is in the environment, okay? Whether it's cold outside, it's raining, it's hot, you're running for a long period of time, you need oxygen to the legs. All these types of things happen based on the intelligence of your body or your chi. So when an acupuncturist does his or her thing, all right, well, what are we doing? How are these needles creating a positive response in regards to the health? Well, you got to think of the meridian system as almost like this big, vast keyboard all over the whole body. Like a computer programmer would look at a system that's not working properly, kind of debug the system, all right, and then write a program to kind of sort it out. It's pretty much what an acupuncturist is doing with your body, your physiology. Okay, we're looking at what systems aren't functioning properly, and we're restoring that functionality. So Chinese medicine was kind of the original functional medicine out there, restoring the function of various different components of your body's ability to heal and keep itself vital. So when we're putting the needles in, it's not really a mechanical thing. Sometimes it is, but for the most part, really, it's kind of a call and response system, all right? So we're sending a signal to the brain, to the endocrine system, to the nervous system, and the body's responding, all right? So the needles are like keystrokes on a keyboard, and we're writing a program for your body to carry out. So the order the needles are put in, which needles are put in, what angle they're put in, the depth they're put in, how they're stimulated, all those various things will determine kind of the specific of the program that we're trying to run with our patients. And basically getting the body to heal itself. So we're not really doing anything other than working with the body's own natural healing abilities, which are actually pretty incredible. I mean, if you think about it, growing from a baby to an adult is a pretty amazing thing. Just life itself is pretty darn amazing, in my opinion at least. So that's kind of how acupuncture works, right? The needles are kind of giving instructions to the body, and the body's responding by carrying out different actions. So when acupuncture reaches its ceiling of effectiveness, when it kind of plateaus off on how much it can help somebody, it's because of a lack of resources, right? So I like to akin restoring somebody's health to like building a temple of health within their body, okay? So you could have a great foreman, and you could have a great set of blueprints to build that temple, but if you don't have workers, you don't have materials, it's just going to be impossible to build that structure, right? All right, so that's your food, your nutrition, and herbs, okay? So we'll start with food, which really is the foundation of health. It truly, truly is, and it's way underrated in regards to how much of an impact it has on how you feel, how you think, how you live your life, okay? So you got about 30 trillion cells in your body, and 4 to 5 billion cells a day are being renewed, okay? That's a lot of material, right? So where is that coming from? Where are these new cells coming from? Is it just coming from nowhere? Is it coming out of magic? No, it's coming from the food you eat. That's the materials, all right? So your body's rebuilding itself out of what's going into your mouth, all right? So that's why it's important to put good quality things into your mouth, okay? And so we have kind of a lack of resources in this modern day time with our food. The industrialization of the food industry has not been focused on making really good quality food for us. It's been focused on making food that lasts longer, that can travel over a distance, and that doesn't spoil. It's a cost to benefit ratio there, and cost is money and benefit is more money, right? So, the actual nutritional component of that has been kind of just a side project at best. right? So our food supply has kind of really taken a turn for the worst, and the way we eat it's just not really good. So a lot of people reach a kind of cap on their health because they're not getting good quality nutrients into their body. And your vitamins, your minerals, those are the building blocks of your tissues. They're necessary for energy production. They're necessary for rebuilding tissues. They're necessary for carrying out actions in your body. They're vitally important. And your body's often having to rob Peter to pay Paul to basically keep you healthy, right? Your most vital systems are going to be addressed first. Your brain, your cardiovascular system, your digestive system, etc. And then other systems may be kind of on the waiting list to get nutrients that they may be needing. So a healthy diet is really the foundation of any healthy lifestyle, not to be redundant. So that's very, very important. So that's a big part of what we do, and getting real nutrients, not nutrients that are made in a lab, nutrients that come from actual nature, that come from food products with all the supportive phytochemicals, et cetera, et cetera. And I'll go into that in more detail in another video. But so that's really important. Those are your building blocks. Those are your tools, your hammers, your nails, your wiring for the electricity, your pipes for the plumbing, all that type of stuff. And then herbs and hormones, those kind of are very similar. So I always kind of refer to herbs as like pseudo-hormones. Okay, they're kind of the directors of the action. So you got the foreman, which is like the operating system, the kind of general instructions. And then you've got the hormones kind of carrying out smaller level instructions, kind of doing the work and kind of carrying things around the body. And that's kind of an oversimplification, but I think it works for the purpose of this video. So herbs are very important to help your body kind of restore its function and carry out actions when it may be out of balance. And that's the whole thing there. When we're unhealthy, when we have a chronic condition, we have chronic pain, when something's not right with us, it's a pattern of disease. In Chinese medicine, we don't look for what's wrong with you, we look for what's not right. And that might seem like a semantic type of thing, but it's not. The mentality is that you're not broken, you're not messed up, you're not screwed up. It's just that you just don't have a stress to vitality balance that's enabling you to live at your optimal level, right? There's too much stress for the level of nutrition, support that you're giving your body, and your body just has to make do with what's there, and it kind of gets in these cyclical patterns, okay, of just trying to make do, all right? And it kind of gets in a rut sometimes, like the body will get into a program, and it'll have a hard time getting out of it. So that's how we intervene with the acupuncture, of course, like I said before, and then giving your body a surplus of nutrients really goes a long way to helping your body restore itself. So that's kind of like the general idea of what we do with Chinese medicine. We restore function rather than trying to replace physiology or rather trying to mask a symptom. We see symptoms not as something negative, but as an important signal to help us figure out what's going on with you. I mean, pain isn't punishment. Pain is your body saying, something's not right. We need to do something about it. And that's often the suffering that we feel, right? And we think that's wrong, but it's actually very right. You get a runny nose, you get a fever, you cough. That's your body's mechanism to make an inhospitable place for a pathogen to live, to get that pathogen out of your body and to recover from that assault on your being. So it's very much an idea that the body itself is our greatest resource, more intelligent than we could really ever be. And if we give it what it needs, it's going to take care of the problem on its own. And that's very, very, very much the core of how Chinese medicine and natural medicine works. So, stop saying I'm messed up, stop saying there's something wrong with me or I have all these problems. You just have a lack of resources. You have a lack of ability to restore yourself. And if you see a good practitioner, they will recognize where that lack is, and they will educate you and encourage you to restore the level of resources that you need to get better. And then, go on kind of more of a maintenance type of lifestyle, because we do kind of take ourselves for granted because we are such amazing machines, and we can get away with a lot for a while, but only for so long. So I hope this has been informative for you. Please, if you have any questions, comment below. Like and subscribe. There's going to be more videos coming, and share with your friends. Also, please check out my website, reddragonacupuncture.com. There's a lot of really good information on there. And also check out my Facebook page, facebook.com/reddragonacupuncture. I post articles on there every single day, a couple articles actually every day, with some really interesting information on current health topics. So make sure you tune into those. Thank you very much. I'm Keith Garofalo, the Healthy Living Specialist. Take care and be well.